Central Michigan volleyball begins a new era under first-year head coach Mike Gawlik. We sat down with the Illinois native to get his thoughts on taking over the Chippewa volleyball program. What was your first initial thought when you were named head coach here at Central Michigan University?
Well, I was excited about the opportunity, and I think that coming from a place down in Lansing, I had always known that Central Michigan was a great place to be, and when an opportunity presented itself, I think it was something right off the bat that I wanted to be a part of and I wanted to take advantage of.
Usually as a young boy, you grow up wanting to play football or basketball, baseball, maybe soccer. You got hooked on volleyball. How did that happen?
Yeah, good question. I think a lot of the people that get into boys volleyball, some of them are hooked on it by sisters, and I was no different. So I had two older sisters that played volleyball growing up. But yeah, I played a lot of sports growing up. Played baseball, played basketball, played some of those other things. I was a gymnast for a while, and just played a few other things. And volleyball just kind of it reached out and grabbed me, and it was just something that resonated with me. And even though I was little, it was always an opportunity for me to compete at the highest level.
You've been with the team a little while now, but what do you like so far from this 2016 team?
Well, I like our energy. I think our energy and our passion is something that we're going to need to lean on. I think that we're strong in a lot of positions. I think we have to just kind of intertwine them. That people like Jordan Beater and Taylor Robertson are going to handle a big role for us. We got Jess Maitre and Laura Wilson coming back at the pins as well. We've even trained Emily Wenglikowski a little bit at the pin to give us just some more versatility, give us a fifth pin hitter in the event of injury and whatnot. I think that our middles are a little bit young and we've got to catch them up, but I think they're incredibly talented, but catching them up to the collegiate game is going to be a challenge of ours. And then our setting, we've got a senior setter and two sophomore setters. I think really urging them on to be a little bit more of a leader and kind of take control of our offense. From the defensive part of the ball, I think we've got Courtney Hildebrand. She's a ball of energy. She's like a little cannonball coming out there and is fired up on a regular basis. And then Meg Kern, who comes in as a freshman, I think can bring us some of her experience from the high school level. Again, catching her up to the speed of the game is going to be, I think, the name of the game for her. Right now, I think our staff is going to have some decisions to make as far as what's the best combination, taking into consideration obviously physical skills, but obviously the chemistry and that right combination on the floor.
You were hired here as head coach in January, and you're getting set to start your first year as head coach for Central Michigan. What challenges are presented when you come in as a new head coach?
It's change. People typically are uncomfortable with change, and so getting a team that maybe operated under a different system to kind of buy in and really see the whys of why we're doing things the way we are, even though they might be different than the way they were done in the past.
Coach, you talk about challenges. One of your own personal challenges is you've actually injured yourself. Tell us what happened and how did you do it?
Well, I was playing in summer camp and was playing in a pickup game with Adam and two of our players who were going to be camp coaches literally 5 minutes before camp, and I completely snapped my Achilles, and it hurt really bad, but the show goes on.
Now, one of the cool things that you did, Coach, was you added a bell to the scooter. Tell us about that.
It's kind of one of our ways that I tell people that they're doing a good job in the gym. So when we get a really great rep or when we're really nailing what we're working on, I ring the bell, tell them that they're doing great. And in fact, it's already become a little bit of a term in our gym is to give each other positive reinforcement. But we'll say things like, hey, let's get more bells out there. Let's find ways to edify our teammates and make them recognize that they're doing things well and kind of reinforce the good things that we're doing.